live from Studio 46. This is Good Morning Union Canal.
Good morning, Union Canal. Please show respect, show responsibility, show safety, and do our job. Please rise for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. And now, let's say our Union Canal Creed. Today is a new day to reach my potential. All right, you may be seated. Well, good morning. Today is Friday, October 1st, 2021. It is day 3 on the special schedule the announcements this morning given by me. Well, today's lunch is a deep dish pizza, cheese, and or pepperoni.
Okay, I got a 17.
Oh, wow. 17 pizzas.
I got some pizza. Oh, yes, okay. Tony forgot the pizza.
Oh, yeah, you only got, this isn't 17 pizzas.
Oh, okay.
That's 17
Here's the
pizzas.
pizza.
That is, wow, Chef Tony.
Look
That's
at
great.
the deep pizza.
That's so deep. That is such a deep dish of pizza. Wow. Oh, easy.
Mamma mia.
Wow, this is incredible. You're going to feed this to all the children?
Oh, yes.
You're going to
lunch
personally
time.
feed it to them?
You must come down to lunch or cafeteria and put your little...
No delivery anymore? No curbside pickup on this pizza?
No delivery. Come on.
Well, you know,
Get
Chef
off of
Tony.
the couch and come and get the
Come on,
pizza.
kids. You got to move a little bit. You know what would be great? You know what would really get me moving?
What's that?
Well, it's a little special drink. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Would you like to stay maybe and celebrate it with me? It's called 100% juice slush.
Mamma mia.
Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? This calls for a special celebration.
Whoa, what's inside?
I'm getting the screen. There we go.
Wow, you're so strong. That's
Thank
strong
you.
arms.
Thank you. I do. Now look. Now. Oh.
Okay.
Just move those pizzas, Chef Tony. Oh. You ready for this?
Okay.
Y'all ready for this? Come
Okay.
on. Everything's
Woo.
fine. Everything's fine. Make sure I got this. All right.
Very
Chef
nice.
Tony.
Very nice.
Here we go.
Does anybody want to drink that freezes your brain? If you do, be warm because the sugar level's insane. And 100% juice slush. My pizza is a warm and my stromboli is hot. If you wanna cool it down, then drink a drink that's a not. It's 100% juice slush.
Oh.
Oh,
man.
mamma mia. Chef
Oh.
Tony loves,
Chef Tony.
loves to wrap in the juice of slush.
I bet. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing goes better with pizza than frozen sugar water. I've said that for years.
Delicious.
Well, Chef Tony, that was fun. I'm glad we took our masks off to sing. That
Yes.
seemed like a good idea.
Oh, you know what?
Well, hope you have a great weekend,
Can I
Chef Tony.
stay or you?
No, you gotta
Get
go.
me out.
You gotta go.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go.
All right, enjoy the pizza, boys and girls. Deep dish of pizza. Come on down and get your pizza.
Come on down, boys and girls.
Ciao.
Come on down, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Oh. All right. Well, wasn't that a special treat? I think it was. Well, special treat also. Fresh from vegetable bar. And milk. Well, on the salad bar is a muffin meal. Guys, it's Friday. Football night. You can't go to a football game without a muffin meal, okay? So get the muffin meal. Unless you're not going to a football game, in which case I actually don't care what you eat for lunch. Just eat something. Sandwich of the week, I do care about. That's why I'm still talking about them years after they've been gone. We would like to wish happy birthday for today to Leilani Ortiz and for over the weekend to Tier Duncan, Axton Finkbeiner, Daniela Hassan, Kevin Andajar, Rylan Lancia, Alexandria Miller, and Jordan Wolf. Happy birthday to all you kids. Lots of birthdays this week. We'd also like to welcome all of our guest teachers who are with us today. Well, guys, today's top stories are last night was open house here at Union Canal. What an evening, what an event it was, wasn't it? And you know, to kick things off, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, maybe some of you watching your classes, our great and benevolent leader, Mr. McGinty, who we'll be getting to in just a second. He sent a video out to actually all the teachers and parents to watch, and he was pretty nice actually. He actually encouraged people to watch our humble little show here. He actually brought up Good Morning Kelly. He told people how you can watch it, go onto YouTube and find it. And you know, there are a couple of things he said that I just was amazed by. He said that I'm quoting him here. There's a lot of insight on this show as to what's going on in Union Canal. You can gain a lot of insight by watching this show. And something else he said that I just thought was, I just want to make sure I'm saying this right. He said that you can find a lot of information in our episodes relating to our school that may be beneficial to you. And I just was so astounded by this. What a lovely compliment to be paid by our great benevolent leader. And I thought, you know, he's right. He's really right. I think he really summed up the show perfectly. And I think there's really no better way to demonstrate that than by showing you a clip from this past week that I think really sums up the fact that there's a lot of insightful things and really beneficial information on this show than a clip just from actually 2 days ago. Let's take a look. All right, so if you're watching this show for the first time, welcome. And I got to say that I think you're going to find that this show is nothing like what you were told it was like by Mr. McGinty. Okay, it's mostly just a gigantic waste of time. All right, well, speaking of a waste of time, and speaking of our great and benevolent leader, Mr. McGinty, you know, we've been nice long enough now. I think it's time to take the gloves off. It's time for the GNUC Open Forum. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Good Morning Union Canal Open Forum for October 1st, 2021. We've had many of you submit your craziest, most unresearched theories, and we're going to open up the floor now to let everyone hear just how crazy and unresearched your theories are. We just ask that when you step up to the microphone that you state your name and your homeroom teacher, okay? So first up we have Hannah Klein.
Hannah Klein, Miss Pedrick's room. Mr. McGinty is not Steven because I don't think he could build Legos like that. What do you think?
All right, well, thank you, Miss Klein. Next we have Miss Kelsey George.
Kelsey George from Mrs. March's room. I think Mr. McGinty has a twin just like me and my sister Mila because we look alike, and so does Mr. McGinty and the guy from Lego Masters. What do you think?
Thanks, Miss George. Next we have Peyton Magyar.
Peyton Magyar from Miss Pedrick's room. He looks like Mr. Z more than Mr. McGinty. What do you think?
Thanks, Miss Magyar. Next we have Liam Bixler.
Liam Bixler, Mrs. Marcy's room.
My theory is that Mr. McGinty is actually Steven from Lego Masters because he spends his time building Legos instead of making the character trait assemblies.
What do you think?
Thanks, Mr. Bixler. Next is Jedsey Ryan.
If Steve is the Lego Master, then that means Steve isn't his real name.
What do you think?
Thank you, Miss Ryan. Please remember next time, don't forget to state your name and homeroom teacher. We're trying to follow the rules here. Next, we have Amelia Vega.
Amelia Vega from Mrs. Proctor's room. I think Mr. B is the other one, and he is hiding it up from Mr. McGinty. What do you think?
Okay, thanks, Ms. Vega. I can assure all of you that I am not a Lego master, even though it is true that my wife and I have dual incomes and no children, and we have every single Lego Harry Potter set that's available. But we're not Lego masters. We just have money to burn. Okay. Next, we have Connor Steiner.
Connor Steiner from Mrs. Horst's class.
Check both of their ages. If they are the same, then they have to be the same person.
Don't you think?
All right, thanks, Mr. Steiner. Next, we have Jada Jimenez speaking on behalf of her friend Avianis Roach.
My name is Jada Jimenez from Mrs. Marsh's class, and I'm speaking for Avianis Roach. Avianis thinks that Mr. McGinty's old and he's wearing makeup.
What do you think?
Thank you, Ms. Jimenez. Next, we have Honor Lead.
Honor lead from Mrs. Crocker's room. Mr. McGinty is Steven from Lego Masters because he does not want to make the character trait assembly. What do you think?
All right, thank you, Miss Lead. Next, we have Tyler David Gundrum Jr. III.
Tyler David Gundrum Jr. III, fourth grader billionaire. Mr. B is helping Mr. McGinty on Lego Masters, and Mr. Z is helping Mr. B help Mr. McGinty on Lego Masters. Mr. B went to Mr. Z's room to get Legos. Just think! Mr. B was the only one who knew. Clearly, he must have known something. And the Lego messages, the Lego messages! He would have sent that to other teachers too. As you can see, right here, Mr. Z is helping Mr. B, is partners with Mr. McGinty, and Mr. Z is helping Mr. McGinty help Mr. B help Mr. McGinty. Clearly, this is all tomfoolery. I've cracked the case, but now I need a new phone case. Sincerely, local rich guy, Tyler David Gundrum Jr. III. I'm worth $2.6 billion.
Thanks, Mr. David Gundrum Jr. III, fourth grade billionaire. We have one more speaker. His name is, I believe, Richard Menser.
Hello? 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 Can anybody hear me? I'm having a little trouble here. I'm not sure. Maybe it's part of the ploy to silence the people that need to know. Hello. My name is Mr. Menser. I am from room 17. Hi. I am here because I found indisputable evidence that Steven and Mr. McGinty are the same person. Do you hear me? I said the same person. And I can prove it. I found this. Wait, where did I leave that? I found this down in his office. What was I doing down there? Well, that's none of your business. I was just down there. There was something. Yeah, I was just down there. This is a vest-wearing Lego that I got out of his office. If I, maybe I was there and saw it and kind of, yeah. And this is a golf club in its hand. And that there is part of my case. I also see that, do you remember when we found him to be that lizard guy? Well, I got this out of his office too. It's a replica of his being a lizard man. Oh man, the evidence is just clear as day. I'm telling you, Mr. McGinty, his first name, Bernie, and Steve, 2 E's in the first name. First name has 2 E's in it, and that is it. I know that they are the same person. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I have a song that you might want to hear on the recorder. What? No? You don't want to hear the recorder? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, and that concludes our open forum for this morning on this dual secret double life of Mr. McGinty. I think that, like most of these open forums, absolutely nothing was resolved, and there's probably more questions than ever. Actually, probably just raised more questions than we had prior to doing this thing. So, what about exactly as I thought it would? Exactly like I thought it would. So, thank you everyone for participating. Thank you, and maybe one day we'll finally get to the bottom of. Well, I don't really feel like saying it. You know what I'm going to say. All right, well, it's Friday, and so now seems like as good a time as any to check in with 3 of my very favorite correspondents. No, I'm not talking about Kenny J and the Spooksters, you silly goose. It's October, I haven't close to Halloween yet, though. We're not talking about them, no. I'm talking about Sam, Gracie, and Wally. It's of course what I'm talking about. So, let's check in and see how things are going with them. right, well, thanks, Sam, Gracie, and Wally. And now, let's head over to Mrs. Weber with the weather. Mrs. Weber.
Good morning, Union Canal. The weather today is going to be 68 degrees, sunny, warm, and beautiful. It would be a great day to wash your hands. Make it a great one.
Well, thanks, Mrs. Weber. For me, and it's a brick mask. Here at Good Morning Union Canal, I'm Mr. Branson, reminding you to lucky. Have a great day and a great weekend.